Good morning. Welcome to my home and welcome to my heart. Today is Thursday and Mom and I left yesterday morning. It was her birthday. So we left to go to our temple in the morning quite early. And so I didn't practice online yesterday. So I'm going to combine the two today, the third element and the fourth element of the 5 healing elements and the 5 healing movements that we can do to help our bodies come into balance and joy and happiness and function and fully be released of all the extra energy that they no longer need, and inviting in the energy that we do need to function in beautiful, happy manner. So I want to just tell you again that I'm receiving healing from this. I don't even know where my cane is at the moment. Don't know where it is because I didn't take it with me upstairs yesterday and I didn't bring it back downstairs this morning. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Mm-hmm. And there isn't anything that I'm doing differently. Like I haven't added a protocol. I haven't added a medication to it. I'm just going deeper and broadening my Qigong experience, my personal spiritual practice, which includes studying ancient scriptures and prayer and meditation and movement, because life makes me move, right? Mm-hmm. So in our Spring Forest Qigong practices, Master Lin says, a healer in every home and a world without pain and suffering. And that is his vision of what Spring Forest Qigong is for. And I embrace that vision so fully. I've been a teacher and a leader and a mentor and a coach for many, many years, and I've fostered many children, and I've adopted a bunch, and I've parented some, and this is the beautiful lady that taught me how to do all of that stuff. And so a healer in every home and a world without pain and suffering has always been my passion, and this really gives me a huge tool, a solid tool to embrace that passion in a manner that really, really works. And as I've taken the summer off of doing a lot of regimented work and lots of regimented classes and teaching them, and just really gone inside and thought, okay, so what is, in this next section of my life that I'm moving into, what is my focus? And as I've come out of that 2-month process, my focus is Spring Forest Qigong and my personal spiritual practice, because that is what I'm finding is really helping. And so that's my focus. Master Lin likes to say, my life is Qigong and Qigong is my life. And when you think about that, you can think, oh, that's kind of weird. And but the Qigong practices and the energy practices and the ideas and the philosophies can touch absolutely everything that we do. Because if you're walking around the house and you get this little pain in your body, you can either go, oh no, what is that? Or you can go and just bounce a little bit and go, oh, I've got some information coming in here in my body. So let's begin to bounce here as well. I've got some information coming in here into my body. What is that telling me? Well, that's Qigong. That's awareness, that's mindfulness. Qigong is a label that I'm putting over it, but that is awareness and mindfulness. And as we become more aware and mindful of the things that our body is telling us, then we're getting messages from the universe. We're also getting things in the moment and in the breath. We're getting inspiration and guidance from the universe, from our inner knowing, from God, from whatever you want to call that master, that gut feeling, that intuition. We're getting that information, and then we can act on it if we wish. And when we act on it, we unfold extra things. A friend of mine had asked me for some information that I wasn't sure that I had, and I knew that I'd been given that information from a couple of other sources in different ways through electronic media. But I messaged the friend that I thought would have the information, and she says, I don't have that at my fingertips. And I thought, okay, and I kind of let that go, but I had the intention that I was going to look for this information for this person. And then I had some information that I needed to look for about a totally unrelated subject for someone else that I had encountered last night. And so I put in a search in my email for the other information. This one was about animal communication. And I put in that search in my email because I knew it had come in in an email. And lo and behold, on the top of that search was a very robust email that had complete information, the complete information I was looking for the other person. Top of the search. And I'm going, thank you. That was excellent. So I got to answer both people's questions because I put out the intention that I wanted to have that information come through me to them so that they could use it. And it was so cool to just go, oh, there's this one, there's that one. Thank you. So the gratitude piece is really important too. As we bounce, we're letting go of extra information. We're letting go of extra energy. We're letting go of things that are blocking, that are getting stuck in our bodies. So allow yourself to bounce, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And invite now that joy and that happiness to fill your face and to give that little smile. I just posted from Master Lin. He had one of the little memes that I constantly post. As soon as they come to me, I send them off to you. And he talks about in that one, he talks about what happens when you're bouncing or when you're meditating and big feelings come up. Sadness or anger or bitterness or resentment. Those are really, really important. And what it means when you're meditating and you're in this process and those big things come up, it means that you're going deeper. You're receiving what's really there and you're processing it. So when they come up, say, thank you. Thank you for letting this come up. Love yourself. Allow yourself to feel it. Because the reason it's gone in and buried itself and done mischief in our bodies and unbalanced our body system so that we have symptoms is because we have not been taught, we've not empowered ourselves and enabled ourselves to be able to feel what we feel and receive exactly what is. Because until we have received exactly what is and embraced exactly what is, we can't really move it. We can't then make a choice because we suppress it, it bubbles underneath there and we can't really choose. But when we can bring it up and we can feel it and release it if we wish, then we can choose to bring in those other feelings. We can choose to bring in feelings that expand us. And if we try that and we bring in the feelings that expand us and something else comes up, then that's a beautiful thing because here it is. I get to feel and embrace this. And as we feel it and embrace it, we let it go. Because it goes back into the universe with that love, that unconditional love that is there and prevalent through everything. So as we bounce, allow our hands and our elbows, bounce in the joy of childhood. Just allow that to happen and know that the process, trust the process, really trust the process. Know that the process is a cyclical process coming through us and out of us if we want that to happen. If we don't understand it and we get scared of it, it comes into us and gets stuck. So kind of hold on to yourself while you try to bounce. Lock up your joints. And there's a rigidity there, isn't there? Now let everything relax and just let them go. There's freedom right there. Just feel into that freedom. It's beautiful. And here we are in the moment. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's allow our hands to float up. You take your hands to the place that's comfortable for you as your hands float up. Allow the shoulder blades to just be soft and flexible. Let the wrists relax and be flexible. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you're feeling some intense emotions, I invite you to the possibility, find out what your body needs. It might be different. You'll feel what movement you should do, what movement your body is inviting you to do and asking you to do. I invite you to consider, if you're feeling intense emotions, to bounce your way through them. Bounce, 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 bounce. And now as we finish our bounce, we're going to breathe in through our nose. We're going to continue to bounce though for a minute. Bye, sweetie. I love you. Good luck.
Much success.
You look cute. And mature, too. one daughter leaving off for a job interview. So as we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, on this exhale, we're going to allow our body to come into a quiet stillness. Feel that expansion that happens. We're going to be adding 2 movements today, so breathe in, breathe out. Our breathing has now changed to in through our nose and out through the nose. Bringing our hands up to the lower dantian, which is our navel area. Our elbows are open. Our palms are curled. Our fingers are just softly curled. This will be a natural position. It's not something that you have to produce. It's a natural position. Women, your right hand is next to your navel. Men, your left hand is next to your navel. If that doesn't feel right, shift them until something feels right for you. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose as well. We call upon the energy of our master. Your master is whomever you derive wisdom and knowledge and guidance and safety from. Could be your own inner knowing. The label you use is yours. Dear Master, with deep gratitude for the miracles I see in my life, for that little gift of getting the right information to the right people this morning, with deep gratitude for all of the presence I feel from Thee, I set the intention for my practice today. My intention is to show gratitude, to notice those little places where I receive gifts from Thee and to show gratitude for them. As always, my intention is also to heal my body and to use that healing and that strength to share this message to serve my fellow man. Your intention is your intention. And as we've set the intention for our practice, now we say the password, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together as one. And as we set that intention, and the universe is filled with unconditional love. It's okay. We bring in the power of unconditional love and we connect with it. It's the most powerful force in the whole universe and the whole existence is that unconditional love. Bringing our hands into the front, we're going to just move yin and yang together. Feel a ball in your hands. Feel that energy ball. It might have a color. Mine is usually glowing opalescent iridescence. It feels like it has a bit of a hum to it. That's just what it feels like to me. Was moving a little fast. My body said slow down and feel. Feel what's going on in your hands. The pressure in my palms is ever so slight. Fingertips are tingling. This ball, this energy ball, is yin and yang. And we're joining them together in this massaging process, mixing them and balancing and into them, and into this ball we can invite anyone whom we would like to serve in any way, anyone whose burdens we would like to lighten. We can invite as many people into this ball as we wish. It can be singular. We can invite ourselves into the ball. We can invite all the people in the whole planet into the ball. We can invite the whole planet into the ball. All of the systems are interconnected. We are connected to everything. The wool rug I'm standing on, the wood, the plastic flowers, all the metals, all the fire, all the wood, all the water, all the earth. Now we're going to take this ball, this beautiful ball of yin and yang. Hold it at our lower dantian here. This movement is called Connecting Heaven and Earth. We're going to breathe in and reach this ball. It expands as we bring it up into the universe. And again, raise your hands as high as is comfortable for you. Please be comfortable. And there it is, connecting heaven and earth. And as we bend our knees and breathe in, we breathe in peace. And as we straighten up and breathe out, we breathe out any extra energy that no longer serves us. We breathe in, breathing in peace. Breathing out extra energy, letting it go back to the universe with love and gratitude for the messages it brought us. Breathing in peace. As I breathed in this time, I felt my jaw just relax a little bit. Observe your body as you're breathing. Feel what shifts and aligns in tiny little motions. Receive this feeling of peace into your body. As we breathe in this time, breathe in with our whole skin. This is our lung energy. Our skin is attached to the lung system. It's the biggest organ in our body. As we breathe in and breathe in that beautiful feeling of peace into our lungs, we dissolve feelings of disappointment and depression and sadness. And our lungs open up. So if you're dealing with any lung issues, this is a really good one to participate in. Bring in that feeling of peace. Remember, you can do this at any level that you wish. I'm going to let my hands just float down. I'm going to continue the bending, continue breathing in peace, and I'm going to envision my hands up. This is the third healing movement, connecting heaven and earth. Bring your hands to the lower dantian in a prayer position. Walk your right foot out a little bit further. And bring your hands, touching the fingertips at the lower dantian. And you've got a little bit of a heart there. This is the fourth movement of the healing movements. As we shift our body weight, and Mom, you can just envision yourself doing this. As we shift our body weight to the left, we breathe in. As we shift our body weight to the right, we breathe out. Shifting our body weight to the left and breathing in. This movement is called connecting with our body's energy. Connecting with ourself. This magnificent body that our spirit and our soul are joined to. Our body has so many ways of teaching us things. So many messages it brings, it receives, it holds. Breathe in through the nose. And here in this space, we're working with, I said it wrong for the peace. The peace was for the stomach and anxiety. Here is where the depression and sadness comes in, and the lung energy, and the white. Breathe in feelings of contentment. And breathe out any extra energy. As you breathe in to the left, Bring in the feeling of I am content. Hear the lungs open. We release any feelings of depression and sadness. Breathe in through the whole skin. I am content. My mind is drawn to the password as I do this. That talks about being in the universe and the universe combining together with me. And if that universe is filled with unconditional love, then I can be content in knowing that all things unfold for my personal good and your personal good. I am content. I am held in the unconditional love of the universe. I am held in the wisdom of my master. I merge with my master for the purpose of love and serving. You can add a little movement to the edge of these ones and give a little twist of the upper torso. And then come back. Make sure it's smooth and fluid. It can be like a little dance. Receiving contentment. Observe where your tongue is in your mouth. It is most likely at the at the roof of your mouth. If it's not there, invite it to be there. If your jaw is clenched, it probably is down. If your jaw is soft, it's probably up. Be aware of your jaw. Be aware of your tongue. When the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth, we're connecting the energy that flows down the front of our body and flows up the back of our body. These are governing channels. Invite a smile to come to your face. A smile means start my internal love engine. Come back to the center and walk your right foot back. Just like Mama's doing, you can be envisioning yourself doing all of these movements, even if you're sitting or lying down. Bringing our hands back to the lower dantian. Here we're focusing now on our Qi. Qi is more than energy. It is an energy with a blueprint for our bodies, our minds, our spirit, and our soul. It has life force in it. So it knows perfectly what we need. And it has complete and perfect intelligence. And the Qi operates off of our Yi, our intention. Which is why setting our intention at the beginning of our practice is so important. We always have choice. Our chi will not override our choice. So as we set our intention, we put our choice into motion. And here we're going to harvest our chi. We're going to envision right at our navel, a white light, a ball of spinning white light. Spinning faster and faster to the right and condensing and tighter and tighter and tighter. And that chi becomes Dan. Dan is medicine, condensed chi. We invite that Dan, that little medicine ball, to come into our lower dantian, into our navel, and reside in our lower abdomen. I always envision this glowing warm ball. It has a hum to it for me. It might have for you. And it radiates pure and perfect energy. Pure and perfect chi. This is our reservoir. Because we've created it and we've invited it in through our breath, whenever we encounter something in our life that knocks us off balance a little bit, as soon as we breathe in deeply, our body has been conditioned on that deep and long in-breath to balance the chi. And so because we practice simply and repetitively on a constant basis, we condition our bodies to bring in unconditional love on every in-breath. This helps balance us through the day. Bring our hands to the front. We may open our eyes, rub your hands together, and interlace your fingers and give them a little gentle tap in there. And rub them again. We're going to massage our face. Bring your hands on either side of your nose, up into the hairline, down the chin, in a heart shape, and say to yourself, out loud if possible, because out loud speech also has a vibration to it. Say, I love you, Roxy. You use your own voice, your own name, sorry.
I love you, Joni.
Enjoy that feeling of love. I'm going to massage our ears. Just reach up to the top of your ear. And just kind of unfold things very gently, and then just give a gentle little pull on that earlobe. We're going to do this 9 times. Our ears have meridian endings for every organ in our body. And the earlobe has the liver. And as we just gently give that little tug, we're releasing extra energy that might be felt as anger and bitterness, resentment. We're just releasing that and letting it go. Shake it off. Tapping the top of our head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cupping our hands and cupping the whole head. Tapping down our whole body. While we've done our meditations and our slow movement, we've also released extra energy that's ready to go back. And this tapping just kind of finishes that process. It's like when we exercise and we sweat a little bit, then when we go out into the elements, we're going to put on a coat. Kind of seals things into our body, the things that we have invited in. Take the elbow, left elbow, tap 9 times in the crook of the arm, and the right arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to rub our kidneys. Just reach to the back, rubbing our kidneys with the back of the hand. And as we rub them, say, thank you, kidneys, for all the cleansing and the purifying that you do for my body. Our kidneys are our life force. We're going to talk about them tomorrow. We're going to tap on them a little bit and move your tapping hands down into your sacrum. Sacrum, oh, I just feel such a release in my hips when I tap the sacrum. Everything just kind of goes, oh, thank you. And tapping in the divot of the hip on the outside. For me, it feels wonderful to tap into the groin. Sending love to those joints that have extra energy and extra calcium, and allowing that extra energy and calcium to be dissolved. Master Lin has inspired me and inspires me, and this is why I stick with the process, and I'm receiving the same gift. He had debilitating arthritis in his knees where he could barely walk, and bone spurs in his back. And those are extra calcium. And traditional medicine, Western medicine, would say that the only way to remove those things is through surgical processes. But Master Lin invited the process of Qigong into his body to balance and heal in that manner. And therefore I can too, and I am, and it's wonderful. Top of the knees, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Backs of the knees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Left knee, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the right knee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And up on the toes and dropping to the heels. 1, 2, 3. Back to that little childlikeness. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As I thought of the childlikeness, I thought of how I felt as a child when I was going to be given a gift, like a candy or something, or given the opportunity to go to the store and spend my penny on 3 candies. I'm that old. And just how excited I was to receive that gift. And we receive gifts from the universe on a constant basis. And when we're excited about them, and tomorrow we'll talk about gratitude, and grateful for them, our minds are expanded to all of the gifts that are there. It's so wonderful. Namaste. I love you. Thank you for practicing with me today.